Hello, everybody, and welcome to the program.
I just wasn't ready for that at all. That's fucking great.
It's like the start of play school. Hi, everybody.
I just didn't see that going at all. That's fucking amazing. Oh, that's fantastic.
Today we're going to be talking about teddy bears.
So after the last show, I think we should leave the teddy bears the fuck alone. Oh man, that's great. I'm so glad you didn't
And
warn me.
rainbows and lollipops.
Oh, through the fucking square window.
Going through the round window. That was in a movie. Movie.
That was funny.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 26 of Mothers and the Chefs. How the hell did we end up here? And as always, ladies and gentlemen, please like, subscribe, comment on both platforms, that being YouTube and Facebook, and stop swinging. You alright?
No. I don't know how I'm supposed to be now. Am I supposed to make balloon animals or something? Or fucking get some toilet roll innards and some fucking cotton wool and show you how to make a Christmas tree? I don't know what the fuck.
This is what we made earlier. Anyway, so welcome back. Welcome back. It's the MCG.
Well, you alright? What the fuck? Do you have to take a pill or something? Has it got to a certain time?
I'll come back now. Yeah. Just pause that. No. So welcome back to the program, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, please like and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube, and comment and hit the notification stuff as well would be awesome. Please comment. We like comments. We don't get enough.
Nope.
We only really get Kylie, who fact checks a little bit sometimes.
I mean, the witch,
which is nice.
The girl when we did the witch one.
Oh yeah, she was from
Magic Australia or something.
Magic Magazine. Yeah.
Magic Magazine Australia.
Yeah, Magic
us.
with a K.
Contacted us.
Yeah.
To promote their own shit. Let's be honest.
It's always the way. It's always the way.
It was like 15 comments, and one of them was like, "Oh, I like your show and I like your shirt," and the rest of it was like, "You can find out this on my website. You can find out this on my website. You can find out this on my website."
No, nothing wrong with a little bit of shameless promotion.
No, we do it every week.
Yeah. So,
have we spoken about bush monsters? No, we haven't. Doesn't matter.
We have once or twice, I think.
Right.
Yeah, we have.
9,500 views.
That's fuck all.
9,500 more than this is gonna get.
Oh yeah, but that's some people get that in 5 minutes.
Afternoon.
Yeah, 5 minutes on YouTube.
An influencer.
No.
That's my subject.
What a contradiction in terms. Social media influencer. Wow. Anyway,
Do you know what it's code for?
What?
Gobshite.
Yes, absolutely. I love that term. I don't know why Australians don't use that term.
Gobshite.
Gobshite. Yeah,
It's a great term.
Yeah, it is a great term. Basically, means you're talking shit, I assume.
Yeah. You're full of shit, motherfucker.
Gobshite.
Shut
Reminds
up.
me of Father Ted.
Drink,
Girls.
Oh, nice. Jesus, what the fuck are we doing
I have
today?
no idea. So we're going to come up with a topic in any time soon.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what I'm sick of.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be one of those shows.
Right, what are you tired of? What are you had enough of?
I've had enough of the fucking nanny state that we fucking live in.
Oh, yes.
I've had enough of being like, you can't park facing that way on your own street. I've had enough of the fucking neighbours going, if you parked like 2 more feet this way, we could get more sunlight. I don't fucking care.
Is this your house?
No, just like, move on.
Okay.
I hadn't finished.
That's a yes, it is his house.
I'm sick of. There's a. Wow, I can't even get it out. There's a football team now, match around here, underage kids, and you're not allowed. It's a silent game.
A silent game?
Yep.
What does that mean?
You can't go yay or boo
Oh,
or nay.
like as a spectator?
Yeah, it's silent. You just have to go up and go, thank you very much at the end, and everybody walks away.
What game is this?
It's a football game.
Which...
You
don't have to name the team, but what? The soccer?
It's soccer.
Soccer,
Yeah.
okay, right.
So they've made it so the parents can't scream or shout. Encouragement.
See, I think that's a good thing.
Oh my God, why?
I'll tell you why. And
I bet you will.
And hi, Ma, if you're listening. But my older brother and my younger brother, and I played for a couple of years, but it wasn't really my thing. But my older brother used to play a lot, and my father used to coach. And this is rugby league, by the way. And quite often, either or either of those would stand on the sideline and scream at the field, at the players and my brothers and shit like that. And I, just up the road here at Talara, and they used to play up here at the Coronation Oval. Where did I go?
You went to the graveyard
wandering into the cemetery next door.
to pick wildflowers, I might add.
No, I wasn't picking wildflowers. There was someone in there picking wildflowers.
Right.
You know, there's an old bloke in there, which was kind of really creepy at the
Anyway.
time. And I was very young at the time. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I think that's wrong. I think there should be... The silent game is so completely wrong.
I can get it. I get where they come from. I don't think it should be a mandatory thing, but I agree to a point that parents get overzealous on the side of football fields and soccer fields, blah, 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 and some of them really should shut their fucking mouths.
Yeah, yes, I agree. Some of them, like... I'm not saying you should shout obscenities at your child, but
No.
you should be allowed to celebrate when they score a goal.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No, you can.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You're not allowed.
Oh, wow.
It's a silent game.
Wow.
So if they score, it's like, okay. Because then if you scream and shout and go, yay, it's bad for the other team. Because you're screaming because they're losing. This is the fucking mindset.
This reminds me of an Alanis Morissette song.
Isn't it ironic?
No, not that one.
It's not. It's not, Alanis. It's not. It never was. It never will be. That, at the MCG, now they have people walking around that are attitude or crowd control something or other. It's all about the chants you use.
What?
At the MCG. They're walking around in their vests, and if they don't like or appreciate the way you're chanting or what you're chanting...
Like an RSA officer.
Yeah, you're at.
For words.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's what
sport. That's what people go to sport for.
Yeah.
Drink, and yell obscenities.
Yeah. It's great. You're standing there with your beer belly and your 7th beer.
And abusing the referee.
Screaming at
Because
players.
you always get an abuse of the referee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck off, ref!
Yeah.
Shit like that.
And where else can you do that?
Need a new pair of glasses, ref! Shit like
It's
that.
brilliant, yeah. 100% as humans,
See,
we
I
should
didn't
be...
play sport, but I grew up on the side of a fucking
Yeah.
football field.
As
'Cause
humans,
I was
that
dragged along to it.
that tribal thing of this is our team, this is our chant, this is our...
The smell of meat pies and tomato sauce.
Not no, it was
In
the
a
smell
lolly
of
shop.
deep heat and rain.
You're in Ireland.
Yeah. So you've got crowd
old country.
control, RSA control for
This is,
chants.
look, I can understand
You've got
RSA, but what?
Silent games. I hate the fact, and this is
So this political correctness has gone mad in general, or is this specifically about sport?
no, just Nanny State.
Nanny State, okay.
Like, I hate the fact that in Australia, if you get a park, you have to park the way the traffic's going. Why the fuck can't you park the other way?
Like you've done this morning.
Purposely. Why not?
What the fuck is he doing parking that way for? Well, don't bother me.
So, yeah,
Let's get off my nose.
you should be allowed to park facing whatever way the fucking can, so you can go, oh shit, there's one over there, and go that way. You know?
Reverse
that.
parking only.
Oh, man. In these...
Depends where you go, because other places, other towns...
In Morpeth. I was in Morpeth the other day.
well, there's no rules in Morpeth. There's no rules.
One
at
is
all.
arse to curb on the left-hand side of the road. Arse to curb is 2 hours. And across the road like this is half an hour.
Yeah, and parallel parking.
Yeah.
But when
What
we
the fuck
when
is
we
that
live
about?
there, but there are no rules in Morpeth. This is the thing. If you're local, you'll know where Morpeth is.
No,
if you're
but
not local,
That's bollocks. And I'll tell you why that's bollocks.
What?
How much shit did you get for flying whatever flag you wanted?
Oh no, but parking is anyone's game.
Yeah.
Parking's. I used to do it. I actually got. This was a little hobby that I had at the time when I lived there, because we lived upstairs on the terraces. So every time we had the bowl shop, the Celebrations or whatever it's called now, Morpeth Liquor it might be called now, directly across the road from us, and I would take photos of everybody that double parked.
You see, you're the problem.
I was going to make it into a YouTube video just of all the different things, but then one day they didn't only double park; they used to triple park. And then there was one day there when they were working on the bridge that so the traffic heading east, so towards say Raymond Terrace or Millers Forest,
Hinton.
There was all this traffic banked up on the left side of the road, and this car just went, fuck it, I'm not going that way. He just went across into the other lane and just drove up the street. And I was standing there just going, only in fucking Morpeth could you see or get away with that.
But you see, there should be more of that, is what I'm saying.
You like that?
Yeah, I hate...
But aren't rules there so people don't get injured?
No, rules have gone mad. The
Rules have gone mad.
The PC thing's gone fucking
I know,
ridiculous.
I agree. But I think when it comes to people's, people not being killed, I think it's a good thing.
Yes, like I will drink driving, not good.
Yeah.
That is a rule that should be in place. 100%.
But stuff has gone mad.
I'm thinking like speed limits, they could be looked at
More or less.
more.
More speed.
Yeah. I was driving in Ireland last year, and the road's about as wide as a laptop computer. I was in this Renault Clio thing.
30 mil.
And
300 mil.
stone walls on either side going through a place called the Burn. Right? And it said 80 kilometers an hour.
Okay.
And I'm going, fuck off. No way. And then you come around the corner and you go flying past the school. It was up to the school.
We found the speed limits in Tasmania a bit like that. You know, there's no way I'm doing fucking 100 along this road. Anyway.
So that's we've gone safety. Oh, hey, we need to take the safety stickers off things and let the stupid people kill themselves. Let's be done with it. Let's honestly, we're all fucking thinking it.
What's that, the Darwin Awards?
We're all
Remember that?
yeah, the Darwin Awards. The most stupid way of killing. My favourite one of that of all time was the guy who was fishing, couldn't catch fish, so he walked out with the live electricity thing and stuck it in the water to kill the fish that he was standing in.
Oh, fuck. I think I was going to say...
Fucking champion.
Stick a dynamite out and threw it in the water.
Fucking champion.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So
wow.
there was a group, I won't name the group because I know the guy quite well. He was the head of an organisation that was involved with Nobby's Headland.
Yep.
Right? There's a lighthouse and a walkway out to the lighthouse here in Newcastle. They wanted to build a wall. They went, well, we'll just build a wall. Mm-hmm. They went, well, how high is it going to be? He went, well, it doesn't matter. The wall's there just to deter people from going off the side. Mm-hmm. I said, well, if it's this high, it's a trip hazard. Mm. He went, well, we'll make it this high. And they said, well, you'll have to have a sign then going, don't stand on the wall. And they said, well, we'll make it this high. And they went, well, then you're blocking off the view. And he went,
why bother?
What are we doing here? Like, all we wanted to do was make a wall. And if you see a wall and there's like a drop off the other side, don't step over it. You're a fucking idiot. And why do we need a sign to save these people? Fuck them. I was at the Cliffs of Moher last year in Ireland, and there's a big sign that says, don't step over the wall. And, right? As we left...
I'm loving this. You're getting around with this one.
As we left, a guy stepped over the wall and got dead.
And got dead?
And got dead.
Died.
Yeah, he got swept off the side of the cliff. The wind comes up, takes you, because there's a huge wind area.
Yeah.
And, Indian tourist. I would have walked past him. He would have walked past me on the way down. And you just go... The fucking thing says, don't step over the wall. Why do we need these signs? I wouldn't have stepped over the wall. It's a fucking drop. We need to stop these fucking idiots pissing in the shallow end of the gene pool. Let's fuck them off.
I don't know.
What size wall?
Pissing is what they're doing, actually.
Oh, multiplying, whatever. Had enough. I can't,
I needed some more examples, because, I mean, I do agree with you with this stuff to a point. I mean, but... Okay.
Come on.
That video that's gone absolutely viral on Facebook at the supercars the other day. Now...
Oh, the glass.
He
was arrested because he had glass.
Well, and he was acting like a fuckwit.
No, he was a fuckwit.
He was a fuckwit. But the rules are there for a reason. Because when people get drunk, they get all overzealous and they throw glass on the track of a supercars fucking race. Now, how far are they going up what street? I don't know. Fast. I don't know how fast they fucking go, but it must be fucking fast.
120 miles an hour.
Miles an hour.
Yeah.
Fuck. So that's, and you have turf and glass out on there.
200 and something k's an hour. Up the road.
Yeah. That's fucking insanity.
Yeah.
And that's a good rule. Like, no glass, because fuckwits will be tempted to throw shit on the track.
But you see, why have we got to a point as a society that we need... Yeah.
See,
if we'd sorted this gene pool thing out earlier, they wouldn't be there. Fuck them.
See, you got these people, conspiracy types, that are going, they're dumbing us down, they're making everything really easy and everything's really simple, like, cell phones or mobile phones are really simple to use and blah, 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 and spell correct, and we're being dumbed down like cars that park themselves and, proximity alerts in your car. And
park the way the fucking government says you should park, not the way you want to park. Fuck that. Don't get one of those cars. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but anyway, my point is that, that in one instance that we're being told that we're being dumbed down, but on the other hand, you've got these fuckwits that are dumb and do shit like that. Is it going to make the situation worse if you're dumbing people down to the point where they go, maybe I shouldn't stand on a fucking 100 fucking 100-foot drop on the edge of a cliff,
If they want to stand there, let them.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Let's get rid of the rules. If they want to stand there, let them.
Yeah, there was a case a number of years ago at the Bogey Hole in Newcastle.
Yep, love the Bogey Hole.
And
great place.
And I
explain to people.
Okay, so the Bogey Hole is a pool that was cut out of rock right down on the side of a cliff in Newcastle, which was originally called the Surgeon's Bath because it was Surgeon's Bath.
You're telling the story.
Anyway, it goes back colonisation of Newcastle, where the commandant's bar. Sorry, yes, so the commandant would come down, and they were his private bars. So
probably built by Irish convicts.
Probably. And so after that area was over, it just became public swimming pool. And a number of years ago, there was a guy, and he died in there. He either jumped off the cliff and broke his neck or whatever it was. I can't remember what happened. And then they're saying the PC thug mob have jumped in and gone, right, that's it. We need to rope it off. Fence around the whole fucking place. No one's allowed to use it anymore. And I went, how absolutely fucking ridiculous is that? Because this guy had been, I'm pretty sure this guy had been drinking or was inebriated in some way.
Who gives a fuck? If you're that stupid, we don't need him.
The problem is, and I went, okay, why don't we just put a big fucking 6-foot fence around the entire Australian coastline for fuckwits like that?
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. That's who you're pandering to.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
But we're doing
common fucking sense.
We're doing it everywhere in our lives. Not just sport, not just swimming pools, not just parking. It's everywhere. It's uncontrollable, and it needs to be stopped and stamped out. And the more we accept it, the more shit they're going to give us.
I'm going to bring a subject up which kind of fits in with what you're talking about. Is this mobile drug testing business? Now, now, I think this is fucked.
Why?
Okay.
If you can test for alcohol, you should be able to test for drugs.
Yes, but the problem is, I don't smoke marijuana, but I do use CBD oil on a daily basis.
He's talking about oil, like massage oil type things.
Yeah.
Him and his kinky wife get up to. Sorry.
So that has like 1% THC in it, if that. So
where can you buy it? Available at this website.
Yeah, you can buy it from Canopathy.
Just keep
Canopathy, a guy in Queensland, Stephen. He's very good. Anyway, long story short is I use that, and I very rarely drink, as I get a couple of flogging from every day from him. And when you get when you get tested for RBT, you are being tested for the amount of alcohol that's in your system time, which what's the word I'm thinking of? They're testing for your level of impairment of driving.
Yeah.
Okay, you could have had 5 cones this morning at 10 o'clock, and by 7 o'clock tonight you're completely utterly straight, but the THC will still show up in your system.
Yes, it will.
But you're not impaired.
Same with alcohol though. You can get pissed the night before, have a hangover the next morning, and you still go over the limit.
Yeah, you can, but are you still impaired?
No, you're just hungover, which I think is worse.
But
I'd rather drive drunk than no. That's not, no. I'm not going to say that.
But I think, and this is the conspiracy theory thing coming out at me. This is a way to control us even more.
Yeah.
To stop drugs, to stop people using drugs. Even if you're not, you could have a line of coke this morning, and I never had that shit, but but you might test for a positive this afternoon, even though you're not impaired from the substance anymore.
No.
And this is the problem with this stuff. Like a mate of mine.
Don't say his name.
I won't say his name, but a friend of mine I went to school with, he got drug tested, mobile drug tested on his boat, and he tested positive.
What for?
He said, "There's no whatever. I don't know what it was."
Find out.
I can ask him.
But
but he wasn't. The point is, he hadn't had anything. You hadn't been drinking, and you hadn't taken any drugs. And he said, "There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way I've had any illegal drugs. I haven't been drinking either. Whatever, blah blah blah." They tested him half an hour later, and it was clean. So there's a problem with the drug testing.
Yeah. There's a problem with alcohol testing too. You blow into the thing, they take you to the station, you blow into the thing, and it's different.
Yeah, but the laws have changed around that now too, though.
I don't know.
Well, basically, if you blow over the limit now, you're fucked. That's it. Instant loss of license.
And who did... Okay, I'm just going to leave that one alone. I think I'll leave that one alone.
So there's another thing what you're talking about, where it's gone a bit crazy with that, because if you're not impaired... it's just a way of. It's another Orwellian way of.
Well,
like if you
away...
smoke dope, right? That's a thing that you don't do anything to. You can pick it off the plant and smoke it.
Yeah.
You don't have to process it. You don't have to refine it. You don't have to do anything. It's just something that's there. Even alcohol, you got to ferment and you got to distill. But but with this, it's a completely natural thing. So the government's saying you can't have that.
Did you know elephants drink?
What do they drink?
I can't remember what they eat, but they hold it in their cheeks, and it ferments in their cheeks, and they get like an alcohol buzz off it.
Yeah, I believe that.
Only other animal.
Well, do you know that I think it was one of the king, I'm not sure which king, or maybe one of the Henrys, I don't know, at the Tower of London was given a pet elephant, and he was drunk all the time.
The elephant?
The elephant was drunk all the time because they didn't give it water, they gave it wine. Because you don't give a king's elephant water. That's what commoners drink. You give them wine. So this fucking poor elephant was pissed its entire life. It's true.
I could think of worse ways.
But it died from alcohol poisoning.
There you go.
So, yeah, anyway.
That's a little off subject.
It is. I just thought I'd
How
throw
we
that
killed
in.
an elephant.
How the British royal family killed an elephant. Elephant. Effluent.
What are we doing?
Effluent.
What are we doing?
But anyway, so back to... Okay, another example of political correctness gone mad. Well, this Nanny State gone mad, actually.
So, the quiet games. I'll tell you what I don't like, and it's every kid gets a prize thing.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
So, I don't think it teaches anything to anybody, because the guy who wins, say it's a running race.
It's like that Hot Chocolate song. Everyone's a winner.
Everyone's a winner, baby. That's no lie. He was a sexy man, wasn't he? Sexy music.
I like his music. Oh. Yeah.
So yes, if there's a running race and you train and you win, and the guy is eating burgers and donuts beforehand, runs halfway and gets the same trophy you do, what do you learn? You learn, why the fuck should I bother?
Yeah, don't try.
Yeah. So I have a problem with every child gets a prize. I have a problem with silent football games.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's a thing. Look it up.
Is it everywhere?
No, it's not everywhere.
Okay.
Bits and places. Certain clubs and societies and fucking fuckwits.
See, to a point I can understand that, but...
No. I can't. I'm agreeing you can't shout at the other child going, you fucking idiot, what the fuck do you think you're fucking doing? I agree with that.
The biggest problem with that, which I was talking about, she talks about it in that Alanis Morissette song, is that people will live through their children. They'll go, okay, I didn't become the best fucking football player when I was a child, therefore I want you to be the best. So they were screaming, yelling, can't you do fucking better, and and all this sort of shit, and it's like, that's wrong. That's wrong.
The sentiment's not. The sentiment.
Does a kid want to play football to begin with?
No. The sentiment of wanting your child to be better than you are at everything is 100% correct.
Yeah, well, maybe, but...
That's 100% correct. I want all my children to be better than me at everything.
And they probably are.
Probably. One of them's even better at
There's
being
nothing
tall.
wrong with wanting the best for your children, but I think when it comes to the point of where it's not about the child, okay, if your intentions are, it's about the child, let me finish, about the child being the best it can be, not you living through your child saying, I wasn't the best, so I want you to be the best to make me the best.
That reality TV show of the mothers and the little beauty queens, tiaras and some tears and tiaras, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, she was off her game today. She just didn't twirl like she was supposed to twirl, and her French was in the wrong fucking verb. Go fuck off.
Okay, give us another example of what you're talking about.
I just did.
No, another one. That's more in this country. That whole beauty, fucking pageant, toddler thing is a very American, isn't it?
Political madness. The nanny state we live in. Smoking.
Smoking's gone nuts. Yeah.
So if you want to have a cigarette and you want to smoke,
see that again, but to me, sorry to interrupt, but to me that again is control.
But okay, you asked me for an example. Yeah. I'm going. If you want to smoke,
okay, go on.
Go and have a cigarette.
Yep.
Because you've got the information, you know what it does to you.
Yep. So
if you choose to do that, off you go. I'm not going to lecture you. I smoked for fucking years. Don't now, but I did for years. So there's bad things, there's good things, but it's an individual's choice. You shouldn't be told.
Yeah. Well, okay, you look at things like... one example of the smoking thing is, say, you can't smoke on hospital grounds anymore. You obviously couldn't smoke in the building. Then people
used to be able to.
People used to go outside, in the courtyard, they'd have a cigarette. Now you see them up here at this hospital, they'll be on the fucking footpath with their drip there, cigarette in the other hand, and you go, but I mean, they can choose to do that if they like. But the thing is, to me, it's also it's a way to control people. Yeah. If you make it unavailable for people to smoke anywhere, people start going, well, what's the fucking point? I'll just stop. You know what I mean?
They can't. If everybody stopped smoking, the government would be fucked.
Oh, they'd be going broke. Yeah.
So, it's just...
But to me, that's another way of trying to control people.
Yeah.
As well. You reduce the amount of places that people can smoke, and then they're less likely to smoke. So
No, if you're addicted, you're going to find.
okay.
a place.
Well, what about this one? What about say what you will, vaccinations, being forced to be vaccinated, having your children to be vaccinated.
It should be forced, but it's the fucking logical thing to do.
It's a smart thing to do.
So is not smoking.
Yeah, it's a smart thing to do. But what?
Do you know what? How long would it take to like let these people die out?
Not long.
Smokers and non-vaxxers.
A couple of generations.
2 generations.
Well, the thing is,
Gone.
with the anti-vaxxers, they're not, your lower socioeconomic people that live bloody in slums.
Oh no, they're inner city yoga pants wearing motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're usually the higher income bracket type people that don't vaccinate their children.
Yeah, that's why measles is back.
But with that, I don't agree with.
I'm guessing
people
what
to
I'm saying is freedom for the individual.
Exactly, and that's why I like David Leyonhjelm from the Liberal Democrats, and that's why I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say who I vote for, but I basically just did.
Yes, you did.
No, I bet because he's about that. He's saying if you want to smoke, smoke.
Yeah.
If you want to do this, he's about legalisation of marijuana as well.
Yeah.
And he's about choosing your own life instead of being told by the government how to live your life.
The coroner came out after all those deaths at the festivals in New South Wales. Mostly, it was 4 deaths at music festivals or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And the coroner came out and said you should decriminalise personal use of pills, cocaine, and something else, and get rid of the sniffer dogs, and you'll have no deaths. Because what was happening is the sniffer dog turns up with the copper, the kid who's 18 or 17 or 16 or whatever, who's never taken pills in their life or never taken whatever, takes all 4 or 5 of them to make sure they don't get caught.
Yeah.
And then they're fucking dead 2 hours later.
Yeah.
And the coroner recommended this, and then will the New South Wales government go, no, we're not doing that. We're not even doing pill testing. And that dickhead, Mark Latham, came out and said, what is it? Is it a drug festival or is it a music festival? Like, a fucking idiot. Mark, fucking grow a pair and a brain and fuck off.
Well, okay, let's go back further than that. I think, not even I think, I know that recreational drug use has been around human beings since time began. Some people even theorise if it wasn't for psychedelics, we wouldn't have ended up where we are.
I've got a bad theory now. How many of my podcasts have ended up in drug use?
Quite a few.
Seriously.
A number. Yeah, a number of them.
Psychedelics, go on.
Well, there's some theories out there that our ancient ancestors and, prehistoric man experimented with hallucinogens, which in some way open up their mind to think about new things and expands their consciousness and made them invent things or help them invent things and, expanded their consciousness to the point where I go, oh, fuck, shit. Awareness, and I can do this and I can do that, and hey, that's a good idea, and that's not a good.
But every culture's got that ceremony.
Most do. Most tribal cultures do.
And we've lost that. We've lost that level.
So where I'm sorry to interrupt, but what I'm saying there is that how does this is this similar to pill popping at a festival or something? No. Is there that type of drug use still going to be there?
That's where you draw the line. There is the problem. But it should be freedom of choice. It should be freedom of choice. We should not be dictated to by a nanny state about what we can and can't do in our own homes, even in your own home. And I won't put up with it. We're starting a movement.
But I find it amusing how just this week in the news that there's going to be a big cannabis farm building.
Shh, don't say where.
I don't know where it is exactly. But however, marijuana is still illegal.
That's legal now in the ACT, isn't it?
It's legal. Yeah, you can grow. You can always. There was always a little bit of freedom with it down there, but even more so now. Yeah, you can have a certain amount on you for recreational use. And you can grow 2 or 3 plants at home or something like that. And I don't know. I mean, that's something we should look into. I don't know about the whole conspiracy theory behind marijuana because it seems fucking stupid, doesn't it?
It does.
It does. It sounds to me like it's something that. I don't know. There's a lot of...
There is a conspiracy theory there. There's got to be a huge one. Because, look, it kind of helps with seizures. It kind of helps with cancer.
Yeah.
It's kind of like there's no recorded fatalities. It's like...
And then you look at...
Why is this illegal?
Yeah, and then you look at the 2 most acceptable recreational drugs, which are tobacco and alcohol, and they kill so many more fucking people than pot does. And you're going... how does this make? How did this stuff even ever become illegal? Apparently, Queen Victoria used to smoke it for period.
Let's not go
for period cramps.
Let's not go back down the royal fucking thing.
Thank you, Iron Maiden. You told me that. Bruce Dickinson. No, apparently that's true. Because hemp, they used hemp, and probably still do, to make rope.
But hemp bags, hemp things, much more better than plastic, much more biodegradable.
Yep.
So that's a whole other question.
But you tend to find a lot of these hemp advocates are just stoners themselves.
Yeah, of course they are.
Full-on stoners as well. Oh, hemp, man, you can use it for everything. Yeah. It's like, okay.
That's the problem with the advocates for it.
Yeah.
They're all off their tits.
Yep. But I don't understand how something that's completely natural and grows, and you don't have to do anything to it, is this evil...
How do you know all this? How do you know all this?
What?
You don't have to do anything to it.
We don't have to do anything. I mean, you can grow hydro, you can do other things like that, but you can just, if you had seeds, you could chuck them in the ground and grow. You could pick the leaves and smoke them. You could pick the flowers and smoke them. You don't do anything apart from let it dry. It's not like heroin. It's not like opium. It's not like alcohol. It's a completely natural thing. But the government says you can't have it. You can't use it.
Okay.
Why?
Because they can't make money off it.
Well, I think that'll happen.
You reckon it'll happen?
Yeah.
You'll be able to go into the local shop and buy 10 joints.
Well, it's happening in California. It's happening in places in America.
What'll happen is it'll become in edibles. That's what'll happen.
Yeah.
It won't be smoking it. It'll be eating it. Because if you're smoking, you're still inhaling shit into your lungs.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
No.
Inhaling stuff into your lungs is not good.
I think from memory, marijuana has double the tar of cigarettes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's got a lot more tar, but it doesn't obviously have nicotine and that sort of stuff.
All the cancer-causing shit. The chemicals.
So, yeah.
So if you could get rid of one law, just one little law, not even a big one, what would you get rid of?
You always like to put me on the spot.
Yeah,
shit, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do. That's the whole point of this show.
I think what I've just been talking about, I think marijuana should be decriminalised. I think it's ridiculous that a substance like that, and I don't smoke it, by the way. Like I said, I only.
This is coming from a muso.
Yeah, I used to smoke it when I was younger, and as I've discussed with you on multiple occasions, that when I was young, that was my vice. I would smoke way more than I used to drink. I just think that would be the one. It just, for me, any law is, if it makes sense and it's for the I don't know, I was supposed to say the greater good, but it sounds very Orwellian. But if it makes sense and it saves people's lives, then laws can be good.
I disagree. I disagree.
Okay.
The whole thing about the fucking wall that we talked about earlier.
Yeah. It's
got to be this big or this big. It's just it's a barrier that goes, don't go beyond here.
Yeah.
Mentally, you should know that.
You should know that.
So why do we need a fucking sign or a law that goes, the wall has to be this big or this big or this big? We don't.
It's just local government shit.
Yeah. And who gets to decide? Well, you know what? We can that can be a house, but next door to it can't be. That's got to have to be a shed.
To me, this is
that DA thing. You know where if you own your property and you own your land, but if you want to alter, you've got to put a thing into
a garage or something.
Yeah, you've got to put a thing into your local government, and they have to say yes or no. They decide, and you've got to pay for the right for them to decide whether you can do it or not. Do you know what? That's fucking shit. If you own your block of land, build whatever the fuck you want. Build a fake Eiffel Tower half the size and move in tenants and become a slumlord. Like, seriously? Fuck them. It's your piece of ground, and you have to pay for the right for them to decide what you can do. No.
Yeah.
Sorry. No. I'm not having it.
I agree. I think it's stupid.
It happens. It happens day in, day out.
I know. DAs for pre-existing buildings are pretty fucking stupid. I think. You feeling good?
I feel a little bit better. I do. I do feel a bit better.
So answer your question. Probably the marijuana laws, but there's probably 100 I can't think of right now. It has, and I this is the thing I talk about with a lot of issues in society these days. When things become Nanny State, when that type of thing, and when it's okay for a fucking a 9-year-old to transition into the opposite sex or something like this. This is society gone fucking mad. This is a privileged society with nothing fucking better to do except make up new rules.
Yes. And I'm sick of them.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
Do you know what? I'm going to get another one, and it's related to driving.
Yeah.
Parking.
You already brought up parking.
No, but you drive into anywhere, and it goes, you can be here for 2 hours. Why? Says who?
Well, see, I can see that to a point.
No.
I'll give you an example. I know at Nelson Bay, at Christmas time, they put in the parking meters and the time limits out there because people would go out there at Christmas time, at holiday time, and they would fucking park there all day.
Yeah.
And no one was able to go park anywhere near the water or down the foreshore.
Get earlier. Go earlier. It's your fault. If they got there first, tough titty. No, seriously, man. Fucking take out time limits. And do you know what the time limits are for? The time limits are not for the small businesses to turn the traffic over or turn the people over. It's not. It's for the fucking council to make fucking money off parking fines.
Of course they do.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But that was one. I could understand that.
Well, I can't. I'm going through there with a baseball bat, taking out all those fucking meters. Park for as long as you fucking like.
So, do you think? I think that Australia is very nanny state.
100. New South Wales is worse than.
Oh, New South Wales is worse.
Yeah,
way worse. I mean, I don't know if I've said this before, but I'm sure I've said this on another podcast. When you drive from New South Wales to Queensland, you go past 100 fucking speeding cameras, and you get into Queensland, and you might have seen fucking 20 on the way up, and then you get into Queensland, and I saw 2.
What's the? I've got another question for local councils. What's the obsession with fucking roundabouts? Every now, whenever there's a traffic issue that's brought up, they go, you know what? Roundabout.
Look at over here at John Renshaw Drive. Oh, over there where they put the lights in. That was just a fucking another waste of money.
This flyover just down here, and the roundabout underneath.
Yeah, and then they went, oh, the traffic's fucking shit still. Oh, we'll put in some lights. That's done nothing. But no, I'm talking about John Renshaw Drive, where there was that big roundabout there for donkey's years and years and years, and then it would become a fucking gridlock. And then they went, now what we should do? Put lights back in. Why don't you just fucking leave them there to begin with? I don't know if there was lights there before.
Well, why don't they just build a bridge that goes over and one that goes under?
It's like roundabouts are good and they can work for lower volumes of traffic, but when it becomes like what's happening down here, it's yeah.
Do you go to
just
little?
Put in lights.
You go to little towns.
Everyone gets a chance.
Little towns and little villages, and they're obsessed with them.
Yeah.
There's one in Taree. Okay, there's a few in Taree, and on the roundabout. So the roundabout's there at the 4 intersection, and on the edge of each intersection is a pedestrian crossing. Mm-hmm. So you're coming this way, you're clear to go because there's no traffic coming, and you have to stop on the roundabout because some fuckwit's walking across on the fucking pedestrian crossing. What idiot thought of that?
Actually, a place that always does our heads in when we go visit there, and we visit there quite a lot, is Port Macquarie, the main drag in Port Macquarie. And some of the fucking intersections there are damn confusing.
That's the one with all the paving in the middle, and you just go...
And you're going, well, who's got... What?
Let's wait. Is that a walkway?
Do I wait for them? Do I wait for... What? I don't know. Yeah.
So, we need to get rid of a few rules, regulations.
One more before we go, because there's got to be another one there.
Another one there?
So you got smoking... What about RSA, responsible service of alcohol?
No, we shouldn't have it.
You shouldn't have that?
No. If you're drunk, the old-fashioned days where you were drunk and you just get drunker and drunker, and then they fucking threw you out. Well, who's that for? Responsible service alcohol. Who's that protecting? Nobody. Hello.
I don't know. I don't know.
Bueller?
Well, from my perspective, being a musician, being a band, I think RSA is a good thing. But maybe it's the zero tolerance policy too. If someone's acting like a fuckwit, whether they're drunk or not, because I'm sure that people that act like fuckwits in venues aren't always drunk.
No, some of them are naturally fuckwits.
Yeah, that's my point. So, is it just zero tolerance of bad behaviour policy? Okay, you're a fuckwit, get out.
But who gets to draw the line on what bad behaviour was? Say the band's really shit. And you're just standing there going, you're fucking shit. You're fucking shit. And the whole place is going, you know what? He's right, but you still get turfed out for bad behaviour. The band should get turfed out for being shit.
Yeah, but...
Do I see? Now you're going to try and defend your
no,
colleagues.
No, I'm not going to disagree with you. There's some shit bands around, because there are. But you shouldn't be abused at your place of work. You wouldn't like being abused in your place of work.
I am abused in my place of work.
Yeah, but...
I've been abused lots of times.
Exactly. Do you like it?
I love it.
It's not much fun, is it?
I love it. Gives me a... No. Gives me a purpose to get up in the next morning and go, right, you're a fuckhead. I'll tell you what annoyed me, and I'm going to say that now. I never thought I'd do this. I had a table of 16 book in last Saturday night, and I called them on Thursday to confirm. And they went, yep. So I gave them a private room, extra food, extra staff, and they never turned up. And I'm contemplating calling that team. It's a company, and it was their Christmas party. So they either lied to me and went somewhere else, or it's just been a complete wind-up.
So to me, that's just bad manners. You know, to me, that's bad manners.
But to confirm on Thursday.
And they confirmed as well.
Yep, I called and confirmed on Thursday. I haven't named the company.
All they had
yet.
to do was ring and say, I'm really, really sorry, we're going to have to cancel.
Yeah.
And it'd suck, and you'd still have to pay your staff, and you probably already bought all the food for it. But at least that's common decency.
But the other part of that is, I couldn't sell the table. Like, I had turning people away because I was full. Go, no, sorry, you can't go in there. You can't go in there. You can't go in there. And I'm turning people away because these people had it booked.
Yeah, it's fucked.
So, hold on to your hats because the next podcast might be a little fiery about a certain company, certain engineering company. I'll leave it like that.
But
for
back
the
to
moment.
the thing about if the band shit.
Oh, I've hit a chord here.
No, I'm just trying to think.
An F chord.
An F chord. But if you don't like the band, leave. Leave.
What if everybody doesn't like the band? Does the band leave?
I've never seen it happen.
Have you seen that? The movie The Blues Brothers, where they turn up and now they play a country and western gig?
I've never seen the Blues Brothers, believe it or not.
Great movie.
Yeah, I have to watch it.
Great movie.
Never seen it.
So I
I've
believe.
seen The Godfather either.
Shh. We can't be friends. I believe in the freedom of the individual. I believe we should all be able to empower our own choices. We should smoke if we want to smoke. We should drink if we want to drink. We should take drugs if we want to take drugs. We should read whatever books we should be allowed to read. And there should be no banning of books, no banning of music, no banning of movies. You can watch whatever. Social platforms. This is freedom of speech thing again. But it's all the individual. We all have it inside us, and we can all... make a difference if we really, really wanted to, and we don't have to listen to these fuckwits, and we don't have to be policed by them. So, it's a true belief with me, apparently, and I'm just finding this out now during this podcast. I'm fucking
Is that
welcome.
your final word?
No, I think I'm
way
welcome
over
a
time.
fucking sermon. All right, that can be my final word. Thanks for listening. Thanks for choosing to listen. You don't have to.
And I think you spoke more than me in this episode.
Yeah, it'll be a first.
First time ever. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Peace out.